and we are going to cook up some pork steaks in just a few minutes. You may notice that I'm going to be cooking off of the propane stove on the inside. I'm not going to be using the cook stove this evening because we are right at fall, but it is still warm outside. So I'm going to be doing it this way. I've got a skillet here already with the oil in it, and it is heating up. I'm going to put another small pan right here on this second burner, and I'm going to be heating up my barbecue sauce at the same time. Use any barbecue sauce that you want. But I'm going to be heating up this barbecue sauce for the pork steaks. I don't have to use the whole bottle because I've just got 4. And then we're going to get started with our cooking. We've got pork steak already here, and I've already got a little bit of steak seasoning on them. And my skillet has already been getting hot for just a few minutes. Gonna take that pork chop and rub all that seasoning off that plate. I've already got some potatoes cut up, and I've already got my onion chopped up. But we're gonna let this cook for just a minute before we start adding these potatoes. Once I do the potatoes in there, we will have transferred the meat over to the barbecue sauce. So this should not take very long at all. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the temperature up on this skillet right here. We've got our barbecue sauce turned down real low. Since I'm not going to be fixing my potatoes right now, I'm just going to go ahead and put this meat right over the fire. When I am preparing my meat and it is cut in a steak form, I'm waiting for part of it to look like it's already cooked through before I turn it over. Hope everybody's been having a good start to the fall. The weather has cooled off quite a bit. It's nice. I've got my door open here in the kitchen. The days are not as hot as they were, so we are very thankful for that. Let me show you what I pulled out of the garden just a few minutes ago. Or pulled off of my plants. I'll be putting this video on probably tomorrow. These are a variety of peppers. See how part of that is already cooked through? It's a brown instead of red anymore or pink. We're going to go ahead and get that turned over. Let's get this one turned over too. And because this is pork and not beef, we are going to make sure that we cook it all the way through. You will not want any pink left in your pork. I'm going to be serving this with potatoes and onion because we like potatoes, but you can do mashed potatoes. You can have any side that you want, even a salad. You can have rice. I'm sure beans would be all right with this too. Anything that you like. Our barbecue sauce is starting to bubble up over here. This is cooking up very quickly. We're going to go ahead and turn it back over. And if you want to, you could have, you can leave it and not turn it over as much. I just like to keep an eye on what's going on both sides. I don't want it to burn or start to sear more on one side than the other. But you can see where it's already cooked through. You can see where it's brown right there. It's probably not done yet. See how that's already got a good sear on it right there, and this one right here had a good browning to it already. I'm going to put this outside piece toward the middle. I've already turned off my barbecue sauce. I've got a plate out. I'm going to go ahead and pull this thickest piece up just to see where we are on the color. Still too pink. Let's go ahead and keep turning these pieces over. I'm going to put them to the outside of the skillet. And where I've got that cut spot right there, I'm going to lay right in the center. I'm going to go ahead and add the potatoes and the onions. Now I'm going to add my onions. They don't take as long to cook. I'm adding just a little bit more oil. You do not have to have a lot of oil in your pan to cook your potatoes or your meat. A lot of times people think that they have to cover the whole potato, and actually it makes the potato more soggy. So by doing this and keeping it turned over, it's going to have a better flavor. It's not going to be as greasy. I have taken a piece of aluminum foil and put over the pan before to hold in all of the heat. You can also put a lid over the top that will hold in your heat, but you have to watch out for condensation. You don't want it to too much condensation to be mixed in with your oil. I'm gonna go ahead and take out one piece at a time just to see if it is done enough to put in the barbecue sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the ones that I didn't before and go ahead and make a slit in the middle of them also, so they'll be cooking up a little faster. Just gonna put a little bit of our steak seasoning on these potatoes. Not much. I will tell you what I've been doing at the grocery store. When I go in and I'm looking for meat, because we try to keep a little meat in the freezer, but I'm not necessarily going in and just saying I need hamburger meat or I need pork chops or whatever. I will go and I will look at what is marked down. And those things, that meat will go right into the freezer unless we're going to cook it that day. And what we've been finding in our local area, not a Walmart, your local grocery store, is that the manager will have specials. And so I just look for what is on sale and I look for what is reduced. I'm going to start bringing us more recipes on how to fix beans and rice and things like that. What we can do with rice and how many different varieties of beans there are available for us to be eating. Prices seem to change every single week that I've went into the grocery store. So just be mindful that you don't have to have, if you're used to eating certain things every week, you don't have to have that. Just change it up. If you spend more on one item, then spend less on something else. We're going to keep on keeping on. Gonna go ahead and start transferring the pieces of pork steak that are already done over into our barbecue sauce. All right, I'm gonna scoot all the meat over to one corner, and I'm gonna make sure that our potatoes, they're starting to stick on me a little bit, so we need to keep them moving. But we're just about done, and we are 30 minutes into cooking. You're just about ready to plate it. I would say we are done. Barbecue pork steak, home potatoes, or little potatoes, whatever you want to call it, with onion. Brother John is sitting in at the table. What does it smell like, honey? He said it smells like it's time to eat. So there you have it. Cooking in the kitchen with Sister Mary today has been pork steak. We put our barbecue sauce on it and our potatoes. God bless you. And remember, when you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, greater is he that is in you and I, the believing, than he, Satan, that is in this world. Bon appetit.